This is a video that I was making as a response to a DM, but I think a lot of traders could get a lot out of this, so I'm going to make this a YouTube video for everybody. Now, the question was, what is the right trade to take? What is the right trade type? What should I be looking for when I'm looking to take a trade? When you're looking at this template, we've got two different trade types. We've got an elimination trade and we've got a zone trade. These are going to be the basic trade types. Now, of course, there's other ones that you could use using the price. There's support and resistance type trades, there's trend line trades, things like this. But when you're looking at directly trade number one or trade number two, what is the right one to take? When we're looking at the chart and potentially the different trades that can pop up, they're going to happen in a different order. You're going to get one that can potentially happen first. If that one doesn't happen, you're going to get the second one. Now, what we're going to look at is the red moving average. All right, so we've got this red moving average, price is underneath it, and it gets towards this moving average. This is the opportunity to start looking for sell trades. We've got a downtrend. The blue is above the red. We've got this opportunity in here as the price is coming closer to that red moving average. So we're going to be given the opportunity to be looking for something called an elimination trade. This is going to happen if the price doesn't get beyond this red moving average. The price comes to that red moving average, prints some pullback candles, and along the way, we're looking at the lows of those pullback candles for the price to drop through. At this point, the price will move below that pullback candle and give us that entry. So we'd be looking at taking a short at the touch of the market move below this. This would be a stop order. You could place a stop order for this. The candle doesn't have to close. You're going to get in when the market touches a certain price and you're off to the races. Now, if that trade doesn't happen, let's go back a couple. If that trade doesn't happen and we keep getting these pullback candles and the price moves above this red moving average, what we're seeing now is possibly a zone trade. We're in between the space between the red and the blue moving average, and we're in the zone. So now this gives us the opportunity for a candle close below the zone, giving us that zone trade. So when the candle closes below the zone, get a little wick there, a little wick there, we're looking to take a short below the low of that. We're waiting for this candle to close. So once this candle closes, we place our stop order just below the low, and then the price will continue to move down and it'll take us into the trade. Now with this, that order is very clear. You're going to get one or you're going to get the other. You're going to get a pullback into the moving average, then a drop down, or you're going to get a pullback into the zone and then a drop down. We see that in here. We see that here. It's a little bit of a big candle, but we get the idea. We get the market move into the zone and then out, into the zone and then out, into the zone and then out. Now I'm going to take a look and find an example of an elimination trade where we get a market move to the moving average, but doesn't really close below. Now this one, it does close below. So we get a zone trade, a zone trade, a zone trade, a zone trade. It's a zone trade and a zone trade. And we can see how clearly these work. These are really nice trades. Let's keep looking. We have a couple ideas in here. So we have a market that is bouncing up underneath this moving average. So if we're looking at an area like this, we have the market moving down. We get the crossover to the downside. Market pulls up. Now this white candle doesn't quite get to that moving average, but it's at this point where we could start looking for an opportunity. We're very close to that red moving average, so we could indeed look to place an entry below that low. Now, if the market were to continue to move up like it does in here, what we'll see is we'll get another white candle that prints higher and gets into the zone. And we see that here, and we see that here, and we see that in here. So we have these areas where the price gets into the zone, giving us now opportunities for a zone trade. Now, the question itself wasn't for this particular template. It was for the Blender template. So let's take a look at that really quickly. We'll look at the Ultra Blue system. Now, I'm not going to talk about the indicators down here. So let's just get rid of these indicators. And I'm also going to get rid of the market hours as well. We don't need this. And let's get rid of these arrows. These arrows are called switches, and we have a trade type based on these arrows. Now, if you're looking at these arrows for a trade, you may not be looking at the other mechanisms, the other tools to get you into a trade. Now, I'm going to look for a section of the market where we have all of the different criteria kind of met in one go. So there's an area there that I saw. This one looks like we've got a good section in here. So we have 3 different trade types right in this one little area right here. Now, this is for the blender because the blender uses the dots. These dots are going to provide us with signals. They're going to provide us with a stop loss placement, and they're going to provide us with a way to manage the trade. So with the blender system, they become an important aspect of these moving averages. Now, these moving averages, they have a little bit different settings, but that doesn't change how the process works. So in this area, we have the first trade. So this becomes an elimination trade. We get the price moving down and then coming back into these moving averages. The only trade that we can take is going to be a market that moves below a level. Now, in this case, we have 2 different levels that we can choose. We have this pullback candle, and this is my preferred entry. This is going to be an elimination trade, or we have a move below this area of support. This makes a very small area of support, and here we can go short just below this area. As the price tags just below that low, we could be in a sell trade. And with this, you don't get the opportunity for a zone trade, and you don't get the opportunity for a fusion trade. The next one right here is going to be a zone trade. What happens is the price pulls up, it gets into the space between these 2 moving averages. It gets into that zone. Once the price gets into the zone, I'm not too keen on taking a trade until we're out of the zone. So what I'm looking for now is a candle to close outside of the zone or below this red moving average. On this candle right here, we're looking at a close below the moving average, and that's going to give us a zone trade. Even though this is a signal candle, I'm going to be placing my entry just below the low of that signal candle. It is going to keep me from getting into a trade that maybe is going to go the wrong way. The market has to move a little bit in order to trigger the trade, and that's showing me that there's a little bit of momentum, and down we go. And the third one using this template that has the dots is a fusion trade. Now, a fusion trade happens when the price pulls back far enough that it gets into the zone, but it also flips the dots from one side to another. With this pullback, we're going to see that the dots are underneath the price. So if we're looking for a short trade, they're in the way. They are preventing us from taking this short trade. So what we're looking for now is something called a fusion trade when the dots switch sides. This candle closes, the dots have switched from green to red, and under this candle, we don't have a dot in the way anymore. So now we are clear to take this trade. Again, after that candle closes, I'm placing my entry just below the low of that candle. That would be a sell stop order, or we're simply just waiting for the price to drop a little bit before we place a market order. The stop loss can be used at the dots, and we could trail the stop loss along the dots until we get taken out. But that's just an extra feature using the dots. So when we're looking at the Trinitas, system with the different 3 moving averages, you have the elimination trade that is going to happen first, and then you're going to have the zone trade that happens second. So you've got the elimination trade, and then you've got the zone trade. When you're using the blender template, you're going to have the elimination trade that happens first, you're going to have the zone trade that happens second, and then you're going to have the fusion trade that happens third. So the trade type is going to be determined by how far that pullback is. We get a little bit of a pullback, we get one trade type. We get a little bit bigger pullback, we get a second trade type, and you get a much bigger pullback, you get a third trade type. So when it comes to which entry is the one that you like the best, it's going to become which entry is the one that's available to you. Now, some traders like to use other indicators. Again, with the Ultra Blue, we've got several different indicators. We've got the RSI in the buy and the sell zones. We've got a QTI. The colors are going to give us an indication of the trades. We've got a switch histogram down below. These are also going to be very important for the faster switch trades. And we've got the switch arrows on the chart. So we've got lots of different ways to enter a market, but the concept is going to remain the same. We need the averages to be trending. We need the price to pull back into those averages. And then we're looking for a signal, whether it's from an indicator, whether it's from the price itself, to continue in the trending direction. We're going to get that trend trade in the trending direction.